Hey, welcome to Coffee, your place for average Joe coffee reviews. Today's coffee is supposed to be stored in a cool, dry place, like Buffalo Bill's basement.
So today we are reviewing Intelligentsia's Frequency Blend. And so we have the whole bean variety, and it's supposed to taste like almond, dried fruit, and milk chocolate. The beans are from Brazil and El Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
So
we were looking up a little bit of stuff about the word intelligentsia.
Mm-hmm.
And so why don't you tell the folks what you learned?
I learned that it refers to a class of people who are intelligent. So that could be like educators, artists even are sometimes considered part of the intelligentsia.
But some educators are not.
Well, it actually depends on like their role in society varies based on like which country you're talking about. But it started really, the concept kind of came to life in Poland in the 18th century, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, especially considering that I happened to have this
and
mug.
What are the odds?
I don't know. It probably won't focus on it. But anyway, this mug our youngest son found at a thrift store.
Yeah.
And it says
Warsaw.
Which is Warsaw. Mm-hmm. And then on the bottom of it, there's a company name, and they are in Poland, and they make ceramics. I don't know if they still do. Their Facebook page hasn't been posted on in 5 years, right. So probably they don't.
Or maybe they got really big and they don't need a Facebook page.
That's true. Anymore. They only had a few posts. Yeah. So I was like, we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where it comes from.
Yeah. And so the coffee itself, though, we got it for $4. No, $4.25 for a 12-ounce bag. But at like Walmart or Target, like you can get it on the website for like in Amazon for like $13 to $15, and on Intelligentsia's actual website, I think it's about $15.
Don't you wish you had a supplier just like us? You probably do. It's just somebody who buys overstock coffee. Yeah. And then we buy what they've bought. So. Yeah.
I'm going to be really upset if we ever lose that supplier because it is because I really do like this coffee. I mean,
I know. We're going to have to get a P.O. box and have you guys who request us to review things mail it to the P.O. box, and then we'll get it for free.
We should do that. We should totally do that. But this to me is like a really good cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. We should say, so Intelligentsia started out as just a very small roaster, like most coffee companies do, and in Chicago, and they grew and they grew, and they started like in 1995, and by 2015 they were acquired by Peet's Coffee, which we also love. And Peet's, it should be mentioned, is owned by Jab Holdings, which is, it has a lot of different, like Stumptown is another situation like this where Peet's acquired Stumptown, I believe, and ultimately though the overarching octopus thing is Jab Holdings. So
I have a feeling that every bit of coffee you drink, unless you roast it yourself, is
Jab
owned
Holdings
and created by Jab Holdings.
That's not true though. But Jab does really have like a lot of coffees that we do like. I always feel like when it's a Jab coffee, like I'd have to go back and look, but it seems like it's always a good coffee. So I feel like they just go around acquiring really good coffee companies.
Yeah, so we don't have them identified that way on our website, though. It would be really hard to determine.
Yeah.
So yeah, this coffee is good. Mm-hmm. This is our first drink of it. Yeah. Actually, normally we drink it for, a couple of days before the review, but it just so happened we ran out of the Stumptown. It was time for a review.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, and this, I do get the nutty flavor. And I think the chocolatey. I can be influenced. I feel like whatever they put on the bag, I'll probably be like, yes.
Who are we to say that the people at Intelligentsia or Peet's or Jab Holding Corporation, when they decided what flavors are here, that they're wrong?
Right.
Who are we to say
Who am I to say? But But what I can say for sure is I really do like this coffee a lot. Like I'm excited about it, that this is our coffee that we'll be drinking for the next several days. Mm-hmm. Like it's like, this is gonna be a good coffee week.
Yeah. About the tasting and stuff like that. It should be noted that we do things differently here. We don't like sip the coffee, cup it. Kayla drinks it with half and half.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
we should
so
mention that because I forget that people don't watch all of our.
yeah, and we get it. Some coffee places you want to go and find out, well, what is the bag made out of, and how do the beans smell before you grind them, and if you put them in the palm of your hand and put them really close to the lens, do they glisten? I don't know. We don't do that.
Who does this? Do you watch a lot?
Other coffee review channels.
I don't watch any coffee.
No, I don't either. I've seen them though. But that's not what we do here. If you're not familiar, we just drink it like normal people drink coffee and tell you what we think of it.
Average Joes.
We hope that it helps in the end.
Yeah. So
this coffee I would definitely get again. We rarely, if ever, spend $15 on a bag of coffee, unless there have been a few times and it's been like a actual, like we are at a local roaster's shop. Or
like a farmer's market. I feel like when we bought the Sweetwater, it was about $16.
Yeah, Sweetwater, and then also the orange and blue bag.
Oh, New York, right? New York Coffee Roasters or something like that?
Maybe it's New York Coffee Roasters.
I feel like it is, but it was actually cheaper. It wasn't $16.
Oh.
Like, I don't know.
It was like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. I can't remember.
It was really good coffee. But yeah, like we're very frugal people. Hence why we try to find cheap coffee at various places. But so the question is, would I buy it again if it were $15 or $16 a bag?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I. Yeah, I think based on because Pete's you could get for $9 or so, and I feel like it's certainly on par with Pete's.
Yeah, if I'm gonna spend $15 or $16 on a bag of coffee, I'm gonna go get that Sweetwater organic we did years ago had it was Ethiopian, had blueberry taste too. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, D-Town Roasters. Yeah, their stuff was super good.
Yeah, there were definitely it was more depth of flavor. Yeah, right. And so this is like a really good cup of coffee, I would say. But would I pay $15 or $16? I don't think I would. I think it's more like I'd be like at a $9 kind of level.
Yeah, so I'd say it's more of a coffee for the masses.
Sure,
who enjoy a little bit better cup of coffee than just Folgers.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah. So donut rating.
Considering $15 a bag.
Gonna have to demerit. Is that the right word? Demerit.
Yeah.
I know what number I'm thinking.
Do you really? You said first last time.
Did I? So now he has to go.
I don't want to make it so bad, but I can't go below a 3.
Oh, you would go. Whoa, we're way off. There's disparity now.
Oh well, 3.5 is the highest I was going to go because of the price.
I was going to go 4.5. Could we meet in the middle? Could we
4.5? A $15 a bag coffee?
That's true. 4. I feel like 3 is
Well, I didn't say 3. I said 3.5.
3.5.
Run it back, editor.
No,
we'll wait while you run it back.
No, I think 4.
3.5.
No, 4.
Oh,
I think 4.
I was running it back. That was in reverse.
What?
That was the past. You didn't see me rewinding?
I don't know the bit we're doing right now. So.
Okay, 3.5. I will.
4. No, 4. 4. We're not giving this bag of coffee a 3.5.
All right, because
that's like for Folgers.
People who are gonna buy it are gonna want to spend the money.
Yeah, and I mean, see that's one thing I try to think about is price isn't so important for everybody else. Like we're frugal, we are. So
okay, so now
I will say that, and here I think this is information I didn't relay to you. They are no, they practice direct trade with the coffee farmers. So they do a couple of things that I read on their website, and I think it's a neat idea. For one thing is they reward the farmers, so the better quality the beans, the higher premium they pay, but they also buy the lesser quality for the blends and stuff, which I mean I would assume frequency blend is more of a blend, so they would pay less money for that. But another thing that they do that is good. So they're rewarding merit, which I think is really positive, and they also pay fixed prices for the coffee, which helps the farmers have income stability. So the way the practice normally is with coffee companies is they will pay based on futures, right. Not that I really understand that whole thing. But basically that's a volatile market, or can be, which means that a farmer's income can be volatile. So instead they just come up with a fixed pricing structure. So I feel like that's good for everybody involved. It's like a win-win.
And that's probably why the bag of coffee is more expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I feel bad, giving them too much of a knock because of the price.
That's true.
So
I'm gonna take that into account in the future.
Okay.
With my ratings.
So 4
donuts.
4 donuts.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
So now 4 donuts can slide across the screen or appear or whatever. As it does, whatever I decide to do when I'm editing this video. So yes, we would buy it again at a lower price.
Yeah.
But we think it's worth it for folks who aren't as frugal
as we are.
Cheap.
Yeah. Cheap.
As we are.
Frugal sounds nicer.
Frugal. The frugal
Hoosier.
Yeah.
We're not Hoosiers.
No, we're not Hoosiers. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming here and listening to us ramble on about coffee and Poland and whatever else we talked about.
The Intelligentsia.
Right. So if you have tried this coffee or whatever, then good. If you haven't, then maybe you might want to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I think so.
Well, thanks for joining us. And until next time,
keep grinding.